And hello.
Hello.
Hi, Monica.
How are you?
So when you act your last name, you use your last name, right?
Yes.
Monica Arnold.
Yes.
Now
So-
tell us a little bit about this movie. I saw the preview, and at first I
looks
did not
good.
know that it was you.
You
Because-
did?
No, well, the way that they bought it, they just like they didn't blow up the fact that you was Monica. They
Right.
just like said Monica Arnold, and then I thought about it, and I looked closely, and then I saw it was you. Now that's
It looks the same to me.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just the way that MTV built it. They didn't really
Yeah.
say it was Monica for the
Monica
singer. It was
Arnold, the
Monica
singer.
Arnold, the actress.
Yeah.
So Monica, what time does this movie come on tonight? Love Song.
It comes on at 9 o'clock.
Okay. And so tell us about your character, Camille Livingston.
She is a 21-year-old med student who is doing everything that her parents want, but everything that she does not want to do. So you basically watch her kind of evolve into her own person. And I thought it was good because a lot of younger women, they go through that. But then too, I like the fact that it showed a young black woman that was from a very successful family. We were very wealthy, which
Right.
was quite the opposite of my real life situation. And it made it fun for me on screen.
So you wasn't from the projects or nothing like that.
Huh?
They didn't have you coming from the projects and being dirt
Not in the
poor and
movie,
all.
no.
Yeah.
So in the movie, you're a college student who was in school for medicine, and then you quit and you go into music, and you have an affair with a white boy.
Well,
Is that it? The interracial thing?
basically, and I think,
Bluntly speaking, since you put a white boy, yes.
A
yeah.
white male.
White
you know
man.
what I mean?
So
Yeah. That's it.
So what was that like, making that movie? And I mean, because I don't know if you've ever interracially dated, but
I haven't.
Oh, okay, so
And
what was that like?
It was difficult for me, not because of his color, because, I mean, my gosh, my father is not, entirely black, and some people that look at me can kind of depict that, but
I mean,
I really feel like color lines is just
Right.
so unnecessary, especially we're approaching 2001.
Right.
So I wanted it to be more of a film about the morality of the situation because it kind of focuses on the things that I feel. It's not like you see me run
Right.
and sleep with man to man. It's not of that nature at all.
Right.
And I thought that it was good for me, being that it was my very first time doing a starring role.
and so what is your father? Just getting back to that, if he's not entirely black, what's his mix?
He's Indian, and his father was Irish and black, and my grandmother was entirely Indian.
Wow.
Is
So
there
my
anybody
father
out?
has blonde hair and blue eyes.
Oh, a lot of mix.
Is there anybody out there that's entirely black now?
So, like, Tyrese is in the movie, and so is Chili from TLC. What roles do they play?
Well, Chili actually plays the social work director, and my first love in the movie is singing in the gospel choir and working with these children. They're underprivileged youth, and I'm sneaking and doing it through the whole film. And Chili is the director there. And then Tyrese actually plays Matt Rage, he's like some poet, and he's very into himself. The real Afrocentric.
Right,
I
right.
am a black man type.
I am entirely black.
Right.
Got you.
So Monica, like this was your first starring role. So were you really nervous sitting in there and then being in like the person that everyone's looking at?
Yes, and then too, I think people have focused so much on a lot of things that happened to me personally,
Right.
and they haven't taken the opportunity to question what's been going on with me professionally. So when the movie started, the promotion started running, people were shocked. They didn't know what I had been doing. If
Right.
it wasn't personal, they didn't care about it when it came to me. So that kind of had me nervous. And then another thing that made it easier was the fact that I had a female director, and my whole family was basically on the set.
Who was the
which-
director?
Julie Dash.
So you're working on your third CD now, and I understand there's a little conflict over, are you going to be doing mostly ballads or, some hip-hop? Which one do you want to do?
I have the slightest idea where that came from.
That's
I want to do just what I've been doing, about 6 of each on the record.
Right, okay.
Because
Split
I
it
like
down the
doing
middle.
both, but I think it's people look at Clive and they expect ballads, Diane Warren records, David Foster Productions. That's what they expect of him when they don't know he's the same one that picked Kicking It With You from the Sun Rooftop. They don't know
right.
that he picked those records too, and they're looking at it from L.A. Reid's standpoint and thinking that he's the only one that wants me to work with Jermaine and
So-
Shakespeare, and it's just quite the opposite. We're doing a joint venture type thing
When is it coming out?
in March.
Yeah.
Instead of the boy's mind, is it going to be the white boy's mind? No.
So
That is not funny.
during the summer, we all heard about your unfortunate circumstance with your first love, not.
Yeah.
And we're sorry to hear about that. How's your daughter doing?
She's actually doing really good. It's his daughter, and now she's actually with me, so I just feel blessed to have her because, I mean, she allows me to smile through a situation that just had me really totally destroyed emotionally for a while.
Okay, so the daughter is not your daughter with C Murder.
No.
Are you
I
back?
don't have any children.
Are you back with C Murder?
Actually, I think he has been my lifeline.
Okay.
In this whole thing, he's there for me, my mother, and my brother. So
Yeah,
but I don't have any children. No.
We heard that he was like the first one that showed up at the cemetery, and kind
That
of
wasn't true.
took you to safety. That's
That
not true?
wasn't true.
And now how old is the daughter that you're taking care of?
She's 4 years old.
Wow.
And she's always been in the picture, and that's why people think that I have a child, because of her. And due to the fact that she's been with me so long, she doesn't, she doesn't.
Yeah. Are you still covering your tattoo, or are you old enough now? How does that work with your image?
Well, for me, it was like personal preference for me. I'm going to tell you what made me start kind of shying away from, what kind of made me shy away from, like, really just exposing them was the fact that so many young girls like and enjoy the fact that whatever I do is trendy to them.
Right.
But I don't think they focus on the fact that this is, like, permanent.
Right.
It goes nowhere.
Absolutely. So, Monica, are you still managed by Flavor Unit? And what's your relationship over there with Latifah and them?
No, I'm not managed by them anymore. I haven't been managed by them in like 3 years.
Okay.
But Latifah and our relationship did not suffer at all.
Good.
Believe it or not. Because she wasn't running the company. And I think if she would have been, she and I would have definitely stayed together because a lot of the knowledge that I have definitely came from her.
So, Monica, you're really a veteran now of the music industry. You've been out since 94, 95?
Yeah.
Something like that?
You've been out for a while. You were just a little girl. How old are you now?
20.
Hey, do you know Beyonce's really 29?
Huh?
Do you know Beyonce's really 29?
I don't believe that.
Yes, hon. She's 29.
What?
Yeah, Britney Spears celebrates her 19th birthday tomorrow.
But as a veteran of the music industry, how do you see R&B singers now? That seems that you kind of came out and you've had 2 successful albums.
Yeah.
And now you're working on your 3rd. I mean, what do you think about the music scene in general and the artists that are out there?
I think that it has grown a lot because when I came out, you couldn't mention any other young singers besides myself, Brandy, or Aaliyah.
Right.
It was like you had the 3 of us, and we had totally different styles. So that was about as big a variation as you would get. Now I feel like the 3 of us really helped open a lot of doors.
By the way, did you hear that Jay-Z broke up with Aaliyah and he's now seeing Rosaria Dawson?
Who is Rosaria?
Well,
She's an actress.
She's an actress. So are you dating at all?
I mean, I'm like this. After what I went through, it's so different. Life is so different right now. I'm really focusing on her. She's 4 years old, and she needs me now more than ever.
Yeah. It seems like your image, like what you're saying, is totally different from your you seem like a down chick, like a ride or die. You know what I'm saying? Like not from what we understand was a drug dealer, and you guys like rolled together. You know what I'm saying? And you're like a down chick.
Hello?
Hello? Oh, she must have figured out I was
Hello?
like Wendy Williams. We tricked her and told her it was Wendy. So, did you hear her? She was like, Wendy who? What's her last name? Wendy who? And she hung up. Why'd she hang up?
Because she ain't down.
She is down. He was a drug dealer. They were over in...
She showed
she had a
you
gun.
how down she was.
She had a gun, and he had a gun the day that he killed herself. She was answering the questions beautifully, wasn't she?
Yeah.
What did I do?
I told you when you speak through your teeth that it shows me your accent comes out. I keep
said
telling you
in
that.
the beginning, when we arrange interviews, we should always just say it's Kobe and Dee Lee and a girl named, Trick or
But I
something like
told you
that.
when you speak and you go, then they go, oh, it's Wendy from when you go, every time you go, they know it's Wendy
All
Williams.
right, on
I
that
keep
note,
telling you that.
Kobe, wait a minute. What did I do wrong?
You breathe.
Nothing.
That's what you
She
did.
hung up. Let's go right to
Everybody
Tiffany.
calm down. Don't yell
Tiffany,
at me.
You breathe.
are you there,
Tiffany, what did I say?
She said, and I said, oh, there you go.
Yo, Knot was a drug dealer. And that is a
Don't blame
different
it on
image,
Knot.
Tiffany. You understand?
We got to work on your breathing.
Then Monica. And all I'm saying...
I'm tired of this.
Tiffany, what is happening on the streets?
Every time.
Why did she hang up?
Whoa.
That's why.
It's like, whoa. All
What you
right.
think?